Welcome everyone to a new spooky Halloween FTCRLP of
The House of the Dead. Overkill.
I
That
love
was
that
expertly timed, Stefan. I'm proud of you.
love it so much.
Awesome.
Now the LP is going to be all downhill from there.
Nothing beat that first 5 seconds.
That was pure gold. 1 million views.
And that's 1.00000 views.
People will just re-upload that first 5 seconds and put ads over it.
So that's what people have been doing with random bits from the 06 OP.
That's
This-
the joke.
This is one of the most Wii games ever made.
And that is
And
why
it's-
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I've never played this game.
So basically, think of your typical House of the Dead game. Think of your typical House of the Dead arcade game, just with your zombies, your haunted houses, your shootings. Only you take the generic story and make it grindhouse. And you
So
get
imagine-
the most.
Essentially, like, imagine if House of the Dead was also a 70s exploitation movie. And that is House of the Dead Overkill. And it is amazing. I have a short little story. So this was in England, the official Nintendo magazine, which was kind of like England's version of Nintendo Power, gave this a gold rating. And about almost a decade ago, I saw it real cheap in a game store. I love that she has the fucking Wiimote. It's beautiful.
I just noticed that now.
I bought this
Was
real
she wearing
cheap.
the wrist strap? Please tell
Yeah,
me she was
she
wearing the wrist
was.
strap.
I bought this real cheap, and I was like, I've heard this is good. At some point, I'll play this. So I've had this game for over 10 years, and about 2 hours ago, I finally opened it to play it before this OP, and I fucking love this game so much.
This is like the most This is probably like the most underrated of all the Wii games.
I like how
At
you
least I can
find
think
the
of.
T.
Because I thought it was like a keyboard, so I was going to see where the T was on a keyboard. I'm like, oh no, this is
Okay.
alphabetical.
Stefan, you could have named that one FTCR 69.
True.
I really would have laughed if the video he went to another file and named it FTCR 69 and played that one.
Redo.
So, TJ, what experience do you have then with House of the Dead in general?
I remember one time, my mom took me to the movie theater to go see
The Care Bears?
The Parent Trap, the one with Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan?
And
Oh,
I
back
didn't like
when
that.
she was innocent and had a whole life ahead of her.
I
That's
didn't
what
like
happened.
the movie, so I asked my mom if I could go out into the lobby and play video games, and she kept telling me no until I asked like 10 times, and she was like, "I don't care, go."
You're,
So then I
you're
went out in the
a
lobby.
terrible child.
What?
You're a terrible son.
Yeah.
That's the opening line. This is so great. Like all of like the what the TJ talking about, the start of this game, it is everything about it is just like like, it even has like crappy grain effects over the It's like every level is like the trailer for an exploitation movie. You have this over the top narrator and these two stock cliche characters. Isaac Washington might be my favorite video game character of all time.
He'll rip your motherfucking balls off.
His introduction is,
amazing.
"Sup, motherfucker." God. This was on
Fantastic.
This was on the Wii. I fucking love this game.
And it's a Sega game.
Yeah, I think Smoothie's just gonna kick himself for not joining us for this. This game's amazing.
Oh, wow.
I love this story so much.
It's like the Agent G. This guy's gonna be a stereotypical, plays, as it says, plays by the book. Thing.
No,
And
he's a rookie,
He's a
but he's
rookie.
also the best
And
his
then
business.
Isaac Washington, just think of every stereotypical angry black man from any film you've ever seen, all rolled into one times 1,000, and that's Isaac Washington. God
It's
damn, I
every
love
Samuel
this game.
It's every Samuel L. Jackson role.
I've had it with these
combined.
motherfucking mutants in this motherfucking game.
This music's pretty dope too.
Yeah, and again, all of the music is like it's just like 70s exploitation music. It's just everything about this game is pitch perfect. It's fantastic.
It is it's the definitive House of the Dead game, and probably the definitive rail shooter in general. Which is why I want to show it off, because nobody talks about this game, and they really should.
Dude, where's all the headshots?
Oh, they
I'm
get there, they
terrible.
get there.
I'm a terrible shot, so
Yeah,
you're not going to be
Stefan,
seeing
are
a
you
lot of good
are,
gameplay in this.
are you using a kind of like current HD TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing this earlier, and I'm not sure if it's the game itself or the TV, but I noticed the at least on my end, the accuracy wasn't 100%. I didn't find that. If I had a few small nitpicks, I found that the game isn't that hard. It's very easy to win everything, but I just found that the accuracy of the vertical there just wasn't. I didn't find that to be like I would shoot and it would still miss. So I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, that might be like that. That happened to me a lot too, but I don't know if that was just because I was a bad shot. So.
it's very possible. I just sucked at the game, but like I swear, I would shoot people, and that's so good.
Drop the chandelier on them.
That's some good shooting there.
Yeah, and if you get a good combo, you get a gorgasm.
Is that what the American flag represents?
Yes, I lost. I'm not American enough.
Because TJ, what other nation loves violence more than America?
Yeah, that. I was gonna say that's the joke again, but I've already said it twice.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Oh yeah, so I didn't
Scary.
finish my story.
Oh yeah.
So I went out in the lobby and I played House of the Dead, and I died in the first
There's your
10
headshot.
seconds.
There's your headshots, TJ.
Yeah, there they are.
Well, that's because I got the slow motion power.
I love this power up. It's so cool.
But I died in like the first 10 seconds, and so I went up to the guy and I was like, did the game ate my quarter? He was like, oh okay.
Did you do that every 10 seconds? Hey, my quarter again.
Yeah. Why'd you put it back in the machine?
So, Stefan, then, how many of the House of the Dead games you played?
I've played the original 3, and
Good lord, how many
this
are
one.
there?
At least in arcades,
No.
I know there's at least 4 because I've played 2, 3, and 4. I don't think I've ever played or even seen the original in arcades, but I used to I played the shit out of 2 and 4. I had the least experience with 3, but I think I even have the Dreamcast port of 2 with the Dreamcast gun, the light gun. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
They're on the Wii around. I forget if it was after or before this game, but they released House of the Dead 2 and 3
Oh,
in like a
yeah.
compilation pack. So that's how I played. That's how I played both of them together. But I remember I played like 2, and I think the first one in like select arcade cabinets.
But like I would say all of them are good. I mean, like I think 2, 3, and 4 give you different types of guns, but I don't think none of them have the kind of. They're all kind of very There's no irony in any of those games. They're very serious and like straight.
Yeah.
Nothing matches the tone and style of Overkill. It lives up to its name. This whole game is Overkill incarnate. It's fantastic.
Like the other House of the Dead games are more so like Resident Evil. They're like original Resident Evil in that they're fun in the sense that they're like so bad. They're funny because they're taking it seriously. But Overkill is so good because they're like, we know this is stupid. We're going to go as stupid as we possibly can.
Dude, that wasn't cool. You killed that guy in the bathroom. He was just trying to take a bath.
but he's a zombie.
Now he can
That was
bathe
an
in his
injured
own- his
old
own
man.
blood. Again, TJ, this is America. This is what they do.
Oh yeah. Why do
Also,
all
this house
these
is-
why do a bunch of zombie things take place in the South?
Technically, these are not zombies. They're mutants.
Why do all zombie things take place in the South?
We're literally gonna get to a line like in like a second.
Yeah.
Where he yells at him for calling it zombies.
Don't use the Z word. I love that head rolling down the stairs because it reminds me of the original script of Gremlins when Billy comes home and he sees his mother's head rolling down the stairs.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
the
thought that
original
movie was
version.
bad enough already.
The original version of Gremlins was meant to be like an R-rated horror movie. Like the Gremlins eat the dog alive. The mother's head comes running down the stairs. There was a gag in the original script with the Gremlins break into like a McDonald's. They leave all the burgers, but they eat all the people. Yeah, I'm not like but they've been threatening to remake Gremlins for years. The only way I want to see it is if they make it more like the original script and just go like full-on horror movie with it. Make it something
you
different
want-
from the original.
Would you want the Gremlins to still be practical? Or would it not
Yes.
matter?
Oh yeah. I mean, I liked it. It would never. Unfortunately, it would never happen. But yeah, I'd love. I love practical. But, not a. CG has its place. I'm not like, anti-CG. There's obviously a need for CG for certain things, but just no one seems to want to do practical no more, and it's upsetting.
CG's good. CG's at best when you need to perform facial animations, or if you need to do a lot of like big stuff that'd be really hard to pull off in like animatronics.
Yeah.
But with something like Gremlins, which are small and can already do a lot, it's like just go for animatronics. You can do it. You've done it already like, twice.
To paraphrase, to kind of copy something that Mike from Red Letter Media said once, I forget, it might have been in the Gremlins commentary. He says like CG would work for the Gremlins because of the texture of their skin, but for the fluffy, hairy Mogwai, I think hair is still one of the things that CG it's not the best at. So he was like practical Mogwais, and if you have to, if there's a scene like in the original where you have like 1,000 Gremlins on screen, that makes sense for CG, but because they can't.
Oh my god! Just imagine,
that point,
imagine if CG Mogwai looked like those terrible Kevin Smith like characters.
Oh, why
from,
would you even say
from
that?
Yoga Hosers.
Oh god!
No,
Don't you
no.
ever mention anything to do with Kevin Smith and Gremlins in the same sentence ever again. Bastard
Watch.
TJ.
He's like, huh, I kind of want to watch a House of the Dead Overkill, OP. And then he hears that and he's like, I have wanted to remake Gremlins.
Maybe if he does remake it, hopefully he has a budget.
I don't think any amount of money can make Kevin Smith make a good film anymore.
I had hopes for Clerks 3 because that's in his wheelhouse, but that ain't ever gonna happen no more. So yeah.
Dude, I didn't even like Clerks 2.
Oh, dude, I love Clerks 2 is one of my favorite movies. I love Clerks 2.
I think Clerks 1 is way better.
Clerks 1 isn't really a movie. Like, it doesn't really function as a film.
I like Dogma more.
It's alright.
Dogma is the only one of his movies that feels like a movie, like everything else, pretty much everything else he's made could just be like a straight to like TV movie. Dogma has like themes.
I failed.
Unfortunately, Dogma needed a bigger budget.
Stefan, I also have the most quote-unquote incorrect of opinions when it comes to Kevin Smith movies. Because my favorite's Mallrats.
Oh god, TJ, why?
Mallrats is fun.
It's so good!
It's not good. Don't even forget about Mallrats, the commentary.
I think Mallrats is hilarious.
Oh god, I hate you so much, TJ.
Although the best Kevin Smith is Chasing Amy.
Oh my god! You're just saying that just so we hate you.
No, I don't mind. Chasing Amy's probably aged the worst of all of his movies because its sexual politics are just so outdated now. But we should get back to this. But like all these cutscenes,
I love this.
all of these
yeah.
cutscenes are so like this.
Jesus!
I love how the,
And the
I love how the
glasses are on his
glasses.
head.
I love how the glasses are back on his face after that shot.
Turn the volume to 0. Fucking garbage.
Fucking cabbage.
I don't think in today's current climate, for better or worse, depending on what your opinions on that matter is, I don't think this game would be released today.
And this was 2009.
Yeah, I don't think on like a actually I don't know, maybe it would, but I think there would probably be a bigger maybe backlash. Because I don't remember hearing anything negative about this game when I don't think it was like I don't think it was like a big like AAA production or like a marketed amazing, you know, like a lot, but goddamn, this
No,
game,
it
like
wasn't.
it's like a type of game where like kind of like something like Hobo with a Shotgun is it makes more sense if you understand what they're going for, because like if you think they're being serious with this, I can understand people thinking they're just being it's either over the top, not funny, or just pointlessly offensive, but they're trained for a certain style, which I can still understand people being offended by this, but it's just I don't know.
Well,
it's,
like the game came out 2 years after Grindhouse, and it obviously this game is most taking influence from Rob Rodriguez's Planet Terror, which is better than Death Proof.
I haven't seen either of those.
you know
Are they
what?
fun?
Kind of like this. I bought them both on DVD, and I still don't think I've opened up the packaging yet on either one of them.
Grindhouse is great. Like people always like throw it to the side because they're like, oh, it's like trashy, and it's just like it's not really that well made. And they're like, they only talk about Death Proof because it's Quentin Tarantino and he has to have a perfect record. But it's like, no, Planet Terror is like, I love Planet Terror. Just what Rodriguez does, like he doesn't just make a simple Grindhouse like 70s style zombie movie. He like uses the fact that it's a Grindhouse movie to its like greatest effect, playing with all the different changes in the film, how it's scratched up, where the missing reel takes place, all the effects, and just how completely bloody and gory the movie is. And it turns out, like, when I played this game, I'm like, huh, this reminds me a lot of Planet Terror. And I looked it up, and the creators said that they basically were making a Planet Terror game. They wanted to do their own Grindhouse zombie movie, and it's like, they did it.
My favorite
It's
thing about
great.
Grindhouse were the fake trailers like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is amazing.
Thanksgiving is so. I forget, was that Eli Roth's trailer?
That was Eli Roth.
That is the best thing Eli Roth has ever done, because most of what he makes is just pure trash, and not in a fun way.
My favorite is still the police are looking at a dead body. They look at the blood. One of the police officers licks it, and he's like, "It's blood." And the other one's like, "Son of a bitch."
It's blood.
The bit where like the girl's on the trampoline and the knife just comes up, and you just see her like going, it's so fucked up. Thanksgiving, white meat, dark meat, all will be carved. Thanksgiving.
And
Those
Edgar
trailers
Wright's,
were amazing.
Don't.
Don't.
That's Edgar Wright's trailer. It's just don't. And don't forget Werewolf Woman of the SS.
That scene
With Nicolas Cage as Fu Manchu.
This is my mission!
Werewolf Women, like, that kind of seemed like they were slightly ripping off. I'm not sure what came first. Was it? Oh damn! What's the movie called? The one where it's zombie. It's like a Swedish movie with zombies in like a snowy mountain. White Snow.
Oh, Dead Snow.
Dead Snow?
That came out after.
Oh, gotcha. This moment is
Yeah,
hilarious. I love this.
How do you say that shit without moving your lips?
I love this. This moment, epic. The writing in this is so good.
I can help ease the pain.
Fucking now, shoot the motherfucker! That's what I was gonna do. two as these characters play off each other so well. Like
I love not Keanu Reeves. And then this girl.
It's such a shame that like this basic plot and this tone wasn't the basis for the House of the Dead movie, and instead we had Urabol.
Let's not talk about that.
No,
We
let's
should
talk
do-
about it. Talk about it more, Gareth.
There's the moment where during the end where he's shooting at zombies, he splices in frames of the video game, and it's as bad as you think it is.
Is that the one that has all the Sega promotion in it?
I think so, yeah.
I just know one of his movies. They're at a club and there's like giant Sega logos all over the place.
It would make the most sense for it to be that one, because I think House of the Dead is the only Sega game he adapted,
Right.
unless he's the new director for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Make it happen.
He's too busy. He's too busy making
He's too.
he's been making Postal 2.
I thought he'd
Mr.
be,
Brain.
I thought he was going to be too busy to challenging journalists to boxing matches.
Agent G's pretty good at this game.
It's
For being a rookie.
it's so he knows. Bye.